This is Elite RC. We got the Losi, the TLR5B build, video 2 going on. I'm gonna do the pretty much I'm gonna do the center diff. I'm gonna probably do the center diff on camera today. I'm gonna do the front and the rear diff off camera. And I've already done fluids on this. That's the sad part about it. I got 500 in the front, and I mean 500 in the center, 100 in the rear, and 100 in the front. And I'm doing something different than that. I'm going to end up running and bring out my materials. I don't want to go with a lock center diff, but I am going to go with the 1 mil in the center. I'm going to go with 500 in the rear, because I want that rear to be locked up more than my front. And I'm going to go with probably 2 in the front. I might end up leaving that front as 100 weight oil. I don't know yet. It depends. I'm going to do a trial and error. So what I'm going to end up doing, probably leave the front as a 1. It's already 100 in the front. When I break in the motor and everything, if I feel like I'm not getting out enough out of the front, I'm gonna bump it up to 2. That's what I'm going to do. So basically, I'm gonna leave so from here on out, right now, I'm running 1 million in the center. I'm about to do that on camera. I'm gonna run 500 in the rear, and I'm gonna leave the front as 100 for right now. I'm gonna see how much I get out of it, because I want 4-wheel drive application, but I'm not racing this. I don't have any tracks by my home. Nearest track probably about a couple 100 miles away. That's not happening. I have my backyard. Got a dirt field around the corner somewhere. That's about as far as it's gonna go with me, or hit the front street. It depends on what I plan on doing. So let's get started. All right, we got the center diff out. Now I'm about to go and take off the top plate, and also the braking and throttle fix up. Always before I start getting on, I always loosen these up. I'm a 3 mil out, MIP. And sometimes the hands get too tired from working with one of these, like it is now. I'm loosening it up, but it's still real tight. So, like I said, best thing on earth. Get your MIP speed bit. And do it this way. A lot less hand action. A lot less. Okay. And when I do upgrades on this buggy, it's only going to be upgrades by what I need. So when I have to break in, I start actually bashing this. I'm not just going to be replacing everything to look pretty, because if this works, I'm keeping it. You start changing out everything you can think of on RCs, and you've been to pay for another RC over and over again. You're still dealing with the same vehicle. No problem in that. It's just not my way. Take this off, take the brake cams off. That's the top of that. Like I said, this is the center diff. Now, this is what I like about the 5B. The brake pads actually have padding on them. Actually have a compound on them. All you gotta do is snatch them on off. Get to the center diff. Now I do have this oil. I use a brake burn. And like I said, it's pretty much hard to turn. But I want, I'm looking for the locked feel out of it, but not actually having it locked. Why it's best to have one of these, because that was in there tight. Must have been Loctite on that. Yep, it was definitely Loctite. Come on.
Holy crap.
Now, take my container. So I do my diffs. Take my container, put a towel in it. And that's that 500K. So I gotta go about it this way. Well, we're gonna let that drain off real quick, and I'm gonna be right back at it. So we have the center diff right here, all emptied out. Basically had to let the fluid run out. By it being 500K in there, it took a while, but I had the time. So we're gonna basically reassemble this with 1 million weight oil in it. The tricky part is getting this million weight out of here. So turn it upside down. I'm gonna be using a few aids to help me out in the process. Bring out my pick, double-sided. Try anything I can. Try the Q-tip. Again. Let me get my gloves on, because there's going to be some finger action involved in this also. one size fit all. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, give my zoom back a little bit. There we go. So we're going to reassemble this. In here. Over the washer. Still got it sticking to me also. I'm gonna do the same thing to the other side. And we also make sure this is facing up. This over the washer. Also put this one on here. And right now I'm just going to sit this down for right now. Come inside of here. Center this. Center. I'm going to put this, make sure we put this back in there. And it's back in. Now we're going to sit this down. It's got everything real sticky. That 500K, I tell you. So sticky that it actually works out pretty well for this. So I'm going to put this in here. Straighten both of them out first. Push them to where, see that? You want to have that flush. Just want to drop down in there, just right. Like I said, we want to make sure that's facing up. Push that down, facing up. Turn a little bit, make it drop down, and see it. It's got its moving going. One thing about the 5B diffs, the diffs are very, and when I say very smooth. So I'm gonna do the same thing to this one. I'm gonna come in. Of course, we're gonna get the washer. And put that on. Bring it to the edge. Perfect. I'm going to come in. Like I said, today I'm only going to run a million in the center diff. I'm going to run 500 in the rear. And I got 100K already in the front. I'm going to leave that 100K in there. I want to go with a 200 in the front, but I'm going to leave the 100K in. Call it a day. But eventually I am going to try the 200 out. I'm going to be bashing, running it hard, so I'm not really worried about the racing aspect of it all. Like I say, I don't have a close track, so it doesn't even matter. This was going to get installed face down. And we're there. Turn a little bit. Got the movement. And then we keep it just like that, down. Now here's the tricky part. Getting this million weight out. Squeeze it a little. And so far, we have something to start with. I'm gonna turn it, try to work it down as much as I can. Push my hand on there, push it down, push the gears down, so I can keep moving it. This is where my Q-tip and stuff come in handy. Push everything down. Sometimes I like to wait partially on a day. Therefore, I let that seep down and keep seeping down. And that's probably, by this being million weight, I'm pretty sure that's exactly what I'm going to do. Let it seep down. So I'm going to hit it one more good time. Also put this back upside down again and let it sit there and drain down. Thick. And I'm gonna just sit that there. Wait about, I'm gonna probably go to sleep anyway, so I'm gonna wait about 5 hours. Now I'll be right back to it. I let the fluid go on down, so now you see it, it's right here above the, it's actually in there just perfect, because when I put the top piece on and it goes in there, it's not going to overflow, it's going to be just perfect. So let's get to work. And I'm going to put this on here. I got it on exactly like I want. I want to make sure. Yeah. All right. Have my screws, all 4 of them. I'll reapply Loctite. First, I'm gonna get my gray meal lock. Actually, let me get my wrong one. Two and a half MIP. My favorite wrench. And my 2.5 MIP speed bit. my tools of choice. Reason why I like the MIP, because this steel, whatever it is, whatever grade it is, it pretty much does not wear. It will tear up the screw before the screw tear up the tip. And also, my thread locker. Give it a good shaking. Up. And I do not like using a lot of thread lockers at all. First thing first, I had a magnetized tray. I always magnetize the front of it. So all you gotta do with the magnetize these is put them in on a magnet, and it magnetizes them. So when you turn it upside down, the screw don't just fall off on you. Basically take it in. You don't want to go all the way, you want to go until it starts getting snug. Therefore you can cross tighten it. Put this one in. Get your thread locker. I say just a little. You don't need much at all. Go on the other side. Put it in. Come back over here. Take that in. Like I say, you don't want to tighten it up yet. Repeat the same process for number 3. A little bit of thread lock. Now for screw number 4. Same process. Little dab. Okay, now, first note. This is where I retire this, and I break out this. Like I told you, this right here will put forth way more force than what you need, so you got to be careful with this so you won't break the head of the screw off into the diff. That's not what you want to do, because with that thread locker, you'll never get that out. So go into your first screw hole, make sure you're in it good. You tighten it until it gets tight. So it's tight already. Now you come one more time and make it snug. That's it. You don't want to go any further than that. Then you come right to the other side, right across from it. Make sure you're in it so you won't mess up your tip. Tighten it a little, and one last tighten. Boom. Then you're gonna come to this side. Make sure you're in good, tighten it. And you're gonna, just a little bit. You wanna make sure it's extremely snug, but not to where you're forcing it. To the other side, tighten it. And then one last turn. And that's it. That's all it takes. You don't want to overdo it. And then you clean up your surface. Another shop towel, come across the top. Because of course the excess Loctite is going to be resting on top. Even though I wasn't heavy with it, it's going to be resting. And now you got your diff. And like I said, up under it was the perfect amount of diff fluid. I'm gonna wipe around here. It's got a little bit around it, but nothing major worth talking about. Just want to make sure you clean up, pretty much cleaned up behind everything you do. And now for the test. Yeah, real tight. Yeah, perfect. And that's the install on your center diff. All you gotta do now is put it back into the assemble it, put it back into the center diff housings. Like this is plastic. Of course, this is what comes with the kit. Like I said, I'm gonna try it out. If I don't have any problems, it's gonna stay in there until I decide to do another round of upgrades, and that's gonna be a while because it's already got way too much going on. Now I'm gonna do the same to the, I'm gonna leave the front alone. I'm gonna do the same to the rear diff. Take it out the diff housing. I'm gonna put 500K in that rear diff. Right now it's 100K in the rear. I'm gonna run 500K in there, and then I'll be done with the diff. So I'm not gonna do it on camera. I just wanted to break out the center diff and show you. It's a Lead RC.